Oh, the microphone.
Look how tall the mic is on me.
Little baby.
Because of me?
Oh, you can just move it.
Yeah.
Because
We probably set it up for you, but we switched spots. If you
we decided
haven't-
to switch it up, everybody.
If you haven't been
People
able to
get really
tell.
pressed when we switch spots.
Yeah, someone was like, how come Aaron's never moved? I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, you haven't ever moved.
Yeah, well, it's just because, like, Matt, one day, he, like, came and he was like, I want to sit on this side. And then he was like, the next time, he was like, actually, I want to go back over there.
But this is our first time, Mike, have you
Boys
ever
and
been on my...
Boys versus girls,
Yeah.
baby.
That may help our dynamic. We're really just testing things out for the algorithm to see what you guys prefer and what does well.
Do you like girls or boys better?
But
Or
who
a
knows?
mix.
But then I feel like this is like a battle of the sexes debate. Like it's
Well,
like,
Yeah, it
buckle
usually
up,
is.
boys.
It usually is anyway.
well, what's good, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. And Mike just said that Rihanna put out a song last week.
She did.
Last week.
Or like a week,
It
a
was
few
for a
weeks ago.
soundtrack.
Oh.
And apparently,
Lift Me Up from the Black Panther soundtrack.
yeah, apparently it was like a...
Lift
People
me
were like,
up
oh, okay.
before
Oh.
You go. No, I think it was
I didn't know
yeah.
that was Rihanna.
Yeah.
I don't even think
Wait,
it's Lift Me Up.
featuring Rihanna.
Well, you know what? One of the titles of this episode is also the title of a very popular song right now,
Oh,
"Bad Habit" by Steve Lacy.
I got a bad habit.
And
He
Ed
is-
Sheeran.
I don't know if you... Oh, and Nolan. Nolan has a song called Bad Habits, too. Also, have you guys seen Steve Lacy on stage? He
I
is
literally don't know who that is.
so mean to his fan because I think he hates the fact that he is on TikTok, like his song blew up on TikTok, so people come to his shows only knowing that part. He literally, I'll show you the TikTok. He was on stage and he started to play and someone goes, I love you. And he goes, shut the fuck up. And then just started playing.
Kind of iconic.
And then somebody somebody threw their disposable camera on the stage so he could take a picture and he smashed it.
He
he
picked
is
it
just
up
like,
and smashed it.
he is just
Okay,
like,
that's mean.
Yeah.
The
He
shut the fuck
also-
up thing could be like a one-off lol.
no, it's consistent.
He hates his fans.
Yeah.
But he's also one of those
Why do they
musicians
still
who
support him?
Because it's, I don't know.
I think it's
he's
also
really
like
good at
funny
music.
to some people. I don't know.
I've seen people
good at music.
doing TikToks that are like POV. You go to a Steve Lacy concert and it just takes a baseball bat and like hits you over the head with it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
I love that.
Steve Lacy's also one of those musicians who just like makes his crowd sing for him the whole time.
I need to see who.
You know when
does.
like musicians go like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sing.
We're not there for
Sing
that.
the-
I want to hear you sing it.
Yeah.
Not everyone else off key.
Right.
I
want
sometimes get the
Sarah
chills
from-
though when I see that. Like that makes me happy.
so
Okay, but then
young.
at least come back and give us an extra
Oh,
chorus
yeah.
of you singing it. Don't take up the whole final chorus
I
by the
agree.
crowd singing it.
It's a bad habit.
Oh.
It's a bad
This is
habit.
him?
Yes.
I think he got
Aaron, he is like one of the most popular like on
It's
the
okay,
top
she's-
10.
I
She's
only
not-
listen to Taylor Swift.
Y'all, I texted you I like Cruel Summer and y'all said
I'm sorry.
nothing.
It was
like
the middle of the
4
night. It was the middle of the
albums
night.
I know, but like y'all's video of you guys DJing Taylor Swift night, and y'all are singing, it's a cruel summer. You guys look like you were fucking killing it.
Yeah, no, it was
looked like
the best.
It was so fun. It was like one of the best nights I've ever had in my entire life.
I got chills watching you
You'll have to
guys.
come the
you.
next time.
I'm sorry. I did see it when I woke up and I forgot to like interact with it. But just know I saw it. We talked about it. We're like, LOL. I,
I
love
just
that you
thought
said
I
that.
did something wrong.
No,
Oh,
Matt,
what
you
else
have
is
too
new?
much anxiety.
Yeah, it was at like 5 a.m.
Well, because I was probably
on an airplane or something.
yeah,
Nashville.
I think it was we went like Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
think
think
it was
like a
Sunday.
long video of.
So is that a bad habit to text people early in the day?
No,
or?
no. I got
think
do not disturb
it's probably
on.
a bad habit not responding.
Yeah.
Like a bad habit of mine is it's so stupid, but I get really overwhelmed when like I see people are DMing me on Instagram and then I'll be like, I can't look at that.
Yes.
And
Oh.
I wait like a week.
Like people you know.
Yeah, it's always like my
Like
people I
primary.
know.
And that teeters on how good I'm feeling or like stressed is an underbelly of like it's all these text messages that I have to sit down and respond to.
Yeah.
And usually I try to make that the top of my to-do list in the morning where I'm just like respond to texts and DMs. But then I get started and it just turns into more conversations. So I never know when do I respond to all of those.
Mhm.
It's a
I
good
need to
habit or
get
bad
something I need
habit.
to get better at.
Is the Instagram DM?
I feel like I'm good with texting.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I'll like see a text in the middle of something and then forget
That's-
to respond
I-
and then I feel bad.
always do that.
DMs
I'll, like,
are also less, I think, valuable to respond to than a text. Like a DM is something you can kind of look at, and if it says like seen, and not every DM needs a response is basically what I'm saying.
I think the thing about it though is people typically respond to something that's like timely. So like if we were DJing, then I don't respond until a week later and they're like, oh, you looked so pretty. And then I'm like, thanks.
My favorite,
Or,
just
something
the
like
double
that.
tap, the little double tap to make the heart.
I do that all the time.
The best.
I wish they could do that on the iMessage though.
You have to
because
press
like
and
I'm
hold.
still like, oh, this is taking
Like, you
up
have
like
to
half a
hold.
second.
Yeah.
I gotta go. But I missed the voice memo thingy.
I hate the new voice memo
I
thing.
do too. It's so
Doesn't it
hard
like
to use.
auto send?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
auto sends, and you have to press like 3 buttons to get to
It's
the
like
voice
a voice
note.
memo. Like you can't just hold it down and record. It's like you have to click something and then talk. And
Get
then
on
I'm
it,
done.
Steve Jobs.
Bad
or
hat. That's a
whoever's-
bad habit.
Hey.
Oh yeah. R.I.P. Oops.
Okay, so I don't really. Is that good habits, bad habits?
Well, so
That's
the
a
bad
bad-
habit is waiting to respond to Instagram DMs, but
Yeah.
text messages, you're on it.
Yeah. I can't, but that's the like, I hate seeing notifications on my phone.
Oh, like the red bubbles.
I've surrendered to that. I'm like, that's just part of life.
It's my life now.
Sometimes it gets like I get so annoyed if I can't figure out like on random apps. It's like Yelp. It'll be like you have 300 notifications, and I'm like, from what?
That's probably me because I was on your account.
You can turn off the red bubble on apps individually.
Yeah.
So you don't
It's a
see the red
badge
bubbles.
icon. I can
Which
What
is
if I
what I-
miss something?
I don't think you're
Well,
missing Yelp.
Not Yelp. You don't need it on Yelp.
But there's nothing worse than like you're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna text that friend. I need to ask them a question, or you need a favor done. And you open up the conversation, and they wished you a happy birthday, and you never said
You're like,
thank you.
thank you. Also, can you?
Yep.
Like
I
6 months
know.
later, oh, thanks so much.
I know.
Sorry I missed this.
Can you send me that link?
I try and have a rule on my birthday that I don't respond to anyone or pick up the phone on my birthday.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
do
love
all of
that.
that the next
But
day.
like phone calls, people want to call you and wish you a happy birthday. And I don't want to spend my birthday hearing the same thing over and over from a bunch of different people. Like,
Okay,
it just-
popular.
I know.
I'm just saying, like I usually
Yeah.
will have a party in my house or something, and then starting at like 10 a.m. it's happy birthday. What are you doing today? Happy birthday. What are you doing today? Hope you have a great day. And I'm just like, I thank you. The text is all I need. The validation
Yeah.
of knowing people are thinking about me. Great.
Yeah.
I'm
Love a
anti
text.
phone call on the birthday. And then but then I think the bad habit is I feel bad calling people on their birthday. I don't want to like interrupt
Do you ever
someone's.
feel like you have to? Like there's so many times I'm like, ugh, I have to call them.
Only time I do that, well, only people I call on their birthdays are my parents.
Yeah, I think that's the
me
only people I
too.
call now, too.
I usually will text
And my brothers, I think I'll call them on their birthday, depending on
family. Yeah.
But I think just calling someone on their birthday is a little intrusive because it's like their day to. I think phone calls are intrusive.
Ooh.
Phone calls are bad habits.
I truly like if someone FaceTimes me in the middle of the day that I'm like not expecting to talk to, unless it's like someone that I am like if Matt FaceTimes me for sure. But a friend that I like hang out with on weekends or whatever, and or someone that I haven't talked to in a while, a FaceTime to me is like someone jumps in front of you, whatever you're doing, and it's like, hi, I'm here now. And I'm not going to answer a FaceTime in the middle of the day. Like, I just think it's very like, text me first,
It's a
see if we
little
can talk.
jarring.
You don't know what
I
I'm
don't really
doing.
get that many FaceTime. On my birthday, though, you know who FaceTimes me on my birthday? I'm always like, thank you, though, is Cody Coe and Kelsey Kreppel. They'll send the nicest FaceTime, but they're the only FaceTime, like, I get that day. But that's really sometimes nice, though, when I get it from, like, I don't know, a friend.
Yeah.
Do you like getting FaceTimes?
On my
Depends on
Just
who it's
at
from.
any, like,
who it's from. I
in
guess.
general,
Yeah.
like, is that a fun way for you to communicate?
It depends what the context is and like what I'm doing.
Okay.
I think if it's someone I don't normally talk to, I'm like, huh? I have
Yeah,
to
I'll
like
be like, why are you
face to
FaceTiming me?
face with this person right now.
That's
me.
yeah, because it's just so like you have to be present and looking at your phone and like seeing their face.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's kind of like wild. I think our friend group, though, we FaceTime a lot compared to other people, though.
Yeah.
Like, Todd and Zane and them, it's FaceTimes, like, that's the go-to thing. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
when I'm trying to FaceTime my high school friends, they're like, hello? Hi.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, I only do this on holidays.
Did you mean to call me?
yeah. They're like, did you mean this to be a FaceTime? I'm like, yeah, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
it's just.
yeah. I feel like when I moved here, it was like the most I've ever FaceTimed.
Yeah.
I was like, everyone just FaceTimes here.
I love it on a hangover morning. I need to FaceTime somebody because that's when I'm just like anxiety through the roof. I'm hungover. I'm like, does everybody hate me? Do I have any friends?
Right.
And then I love FaceTiming like Matt or Ella or whoever I was out with. Like, hey, everything's cool, right? Like,
I didn't do
Now,
anything.
when you're on FaceTime, are you really looking at the other person, or how often do you look at yourself in the picture?
I'm definitely looking back and forth.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
I'll swipe them away and put them in the little box and like scroll on Reddit or something and like
Right.
I'll
Oh,
like
yeah,
use
that's
my
nice you can
phone
do that
while.
now.
But you can always tell when someone's not looking at you on a FaceTime. There's like
Yeah.
this like phone look face that just happens when they're not paying attention, and you're like, I could say anything right now, and you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Especially
Yeah.
because now it doesn't like pause the person.
I know,
Right?
I know.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't. So it's like you can't
They
get
can
away
get
with
away with
anything.
murder.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at you.
We could do a whole episode on phone etiquette.
Oh, that's a fun idea.
Phone etiquette.
Is it?
Would anyone watch that though?
Would people
Phone
be
etiquette.
like, oh, I'm tap. Yeah. Tell me, what do I need to do? But do we all have really good habits when it comes to like charging our phones, like prepping our day for the next day? Is
For
that
the most part.
Yeah.
I think I want to make sure my phone is completely charged, but the new chargers for the iPhones are so good. It charges in like 40 minutes.
Oh, the fatter bricks.
That
Yeah.
brick.
Yeah.
Also, the new iPhone battery is so great right now.
Yeah.
And I'll like try not to charge it at night if I don't have to. Like if it's at like 30%, then I'll just wake up and plug it in. Because it does it in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's so fast.
I have
feel like-
chargers all over my house, and I
Yeah.
have like the 10-foot chargers, which are just
Amazing.
the greatest thing in the world. So if you're in the living room, you want to be on the couch, you could be charging your phone. You're in bed, there's like all those memes about like, oh, I can't wait till my phone's charged so I can roll over finally and
Right.
unplug the phone.
Yeah.
I'm
Would you-
rolling over all the whole way.
Would you say that that's maybe a bad habit?
I think it's a good habit
Okay.
because my house is well equipped for guests and myself to have my phone charged. I don't know. I just like having a home that is prepped for people. I always have clean glasses. Water machine's always filled.
I just don't like. I think wires will look so bad in spaces
You
sometimes.
hate wires.
Like, oh my gosh, like Patricia's bedroom sometimes. I'm like, what are all these wires? Just like hide them, make them look like they're there, but like I don't want to see any cords in sight, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But it's
that's
just
fair.
a part of life. Like wire.
But we're gonna look back on this time and we're just gonna be like, it was the
Mike, you know
wire
how he feels about
generation.
interiors.
judgmental.
A little bit.
I will say though, I got a lamp and I thought it was like just a wireless one that you push a button on, and then it had a cord that you had to plug in, and I got so mad. So I was like, oh, now
no.
there's just a fucking cord running through my living room.
I know it stinks, but
If I wake up and my phone is like not charged, I feel depleted a little bit. I'm like, God, like I'm starting off the day, like I don't know, it's a weird icky feeling.
but sometimes do you
I
ever
think.
like raw dog it like.
like I'm gonna go
Like,
up on
leave
my
the
bed.
house
you know
with
what? Fuck it.
9%.
I'm not going to charge my phone. I'll wake up, it'll be 30 or 40, but I'll just charge it
later.
in the middle of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I usually
sometimes
will.
I've just been like, I've had the charger there, and I've been just like, nah, I'm not going to do it.
Nah.
I
But
feel like
that's
if I leave the house, I have to be like prepared for what
What's to come?
the day is gonna be. Yeah.
yeah.
Just in case.
I love going for walks without my phone. Do you guys ever do that? Go to dinner without your phone, leave it at home?
Yeah, I can do that, no
As
problem.
a woman, it's a little scary.
Yeah, I do not disturb my phone when I go on
Yeah.
walks.
The thing is,
Like
it's
I'll
like,
put it away.
I don't need it, but I have a feeling someone is going to get so mad at me for not having had it. Where they're like, I was calling you, and I was like, I was trying to go no phone, and they were like, that doesn't matter. You missed out on this thing.
Who are these people getting so angry at you?
Dude, people are getting mad at me every fucking day. I
Matt,
can't.
you need a Prozac prescription.
I don't feel like Prozac. I need Prozac.
No, I mean I'm kidding. Like your anxiety, I feel you because I have the same thoughts. But like
Yeah.
as
Maybe
an
you could
outsider,
start
it's
with like
such
a
anxiety.
therapist.
Yeah.
Or just
I
not.
have done
not
it.
being
Like the thing is, but then I just I teeter on the line of going, well, then fuck off, and then like I can get to my zone where I'm just like, I don't care what you think. I'm prioritizing my own mental health, and I'll just like put up a bubble and a shield. But then I feel this insane amount of guilt. Where like, well, you're being an asshole, Matt. Like
Well,
you really
there's a way to
should
do
care.
it without being like so extreme too.
Yeah,
like-
I guess so. That's a bad habit that I
It's a
have.
bad habit. Like imagine you being annoyed that someone didn't pick up your phone call. That's fine that you're annoyed and you'll get over it. And
But
the world isn't ending.
wouldn't
But I know,
get
but I'm
mad.
saying
But
like
that's what the other person is feeling
that's
too.
what I'm saying. Like if
Oh.
I was annoyed with you, like who cares?
But
Like
he's
I'll get
saying
over
that
it.
someone did get annoyed at him.
People do. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like I feel like there's like
But they get
someone is
over it, is what
getting
I'm
mad
saying.
at me, every week of my life. And I'm just being like, here it is again. Like, I didn't do something right again. And now this person's mad at me. But you know what?
Is it different people or like the same?
No, it can be different.
Okay. I was going to say maybe you have a conversation with them and tell them how you're feeling about it.
I think it's just how I'm painting it and how I'm receiving it.
Okay.
It's definitely, if it I'm making it way more severe.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, I'm sorry. But then the person's getting over it. But like the way they're coming at me is just like intense.
Okay.
Do you feel like you're projecting a little bit because you're like, oh, I should have, and now they're going to think this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you sometimes overcompensate your apologies, which actually makes it worse. When you're like 5 minutes late and you're like, I am so sorry. And then it's like, okay, bro, but it's like not that big of a deal. Like you're now making this.
I know, but then I just feel like an asshole where I'm like, I'm not being conscious of other people's time.
Yeah, but you have to be conscious of your own feelings first.
True. It's a bad good habit. Maybe I need to go back to therapy. I have a bad habit of saying, no, therapy did help me. It got me off antidepressants. It helped me with bad thought patterns. Mm-hmm. But I just sometimes I don't feel the need for it anymore. Because I feel like when I go into therapy sessions, I'm just gossiping and talking shit and I'm not really working things out.
Maybe you need a better therapist to guide. Well, I mean, not a therapist who's like, all right, give me the tea this week, Matt. Like, you need someone who's guiding you to...
Do you have a therapist?
No, never been to one.
I do.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Do you, Aaron? Oh, have you ever had one?
Yeah, I went once and the lady was like judging every aspect of the things I was telling her and I felt so uncomfortable and then never went back.
Really?
Yeah. Like I was telling her stuff and she was like, oh God. And I was like... I like left and I was like asking people, I was like, is this what therapy's like?
Oh no, that doesn't sound right.
No, I was like, I literally was like scarred forever.
I needed like a male figure though, looking back on mine, because I had like a woman and I just felt like I was like having this kind of like maternal relationship where I'm just like, what?
You were just hoping she was going to be hot.
No.
You're like, can I get someone who's like
therapy to flirt?
No, I just felt like...
I feel like that makes sense. So like different phases of your life, like sometimes you may need like an older woman. Maybe sometimes you need someone who's like the same age and same experiences as you. Like
I'm way more comfortable with a woman therapist, and I have a psychiatrist too, and I'm like way more comfortable talking to a psychiatrist that's
especially as a woman. Like even with doctors and stuff, I just feel like men don't have the emotional intelligence to like be empathetic to certain things that women go through.
Are you on your period?
Yeah. So like,
no, is that like what a doctor would say?
No, not really. We're just kind of joking about like men like in tune with their feelings.
Do you guys have good habits when it comes to your period?
I think so.
What? I'm like trying to think.
Do you ever like leave a tampon in for too long?
Oh my God. In college one time, I was changing.
Now I'm like, TSS.
I'm kidding. That was like a really inappropriate question for me as a male to ask.
Does it make you uncomfortable?
No, it doesn't. I've just known you guys for so long. I don't feel weird asking you that question.
I actually saw a TikTok, someone explaining TSS and like how rare it really is. And it put me so much at ease.
Toxic shock syndrome?
Yeah. It was like studied on people who left it in for like weeks. It wasn't like, but whatever. But
I've seen TikToks of girls that were like, I had it in for 6 hours and then I had to get my legs amputated. No, it's not funny that they had their legs amputated.
Yeah, okay.
But it's like stuff that like, I'm like, oh.
Well, one time in college, I went to go change my tampon. Or no, I put a tampon in. And then a couple hours later, I went to the bathroom and I realized I had 2 tampons in. And I was like, how long has this other one been inside of me?
Oh my god.
So that was scary. And I was a little bit stressed about TSS at that time. But I pulled them both out.
I never thought about it until like my health anxiety started, like in my mid-20s.
About TSS?
Like I would keep tampons in for so long. I'd sleep with them.
I still sleep with 12
hours.
Do you not sleep with them?
No.
Oh my god, I do.
Well, it's just because I'm too anxious.
Should you not?
No.
I think technically you're not supposed to because you're really supposed to have tampons in for like, 6 hours at the most or something. But I
also just like don't, I don't know. Ugh.
To me, if I feel like if I didn't wear a tampon, there'd be blood everywhere.
Just get red sheets and then you can't tell.
Sometimes I will sleep. Sometimes I will put like a towel down like I'm an animal.
No, sometimes.
Just in case it like bleeds.
Especially during sex.
They make like period underwear though. That's supposed to be really good, right?
They do. I've never tried that. It like freaks me out a little because I'm like, how do you really get it clean?
You throw it in the wash.
I kind of want to try it, but I'm afraid it'll just leak.
But it'll like stain it, so it'll just like always look dirty.
This episode is sponsored by Manscaped. The holidays came early this year, ladies. If you're still not sure what to get the man in your life, then look no further than our friends at Manscaped. The leading men's hygiene brand just launched new products that your man will actually use, including their new shower time favorite, the Body Buffer. It's time to give the man in your life the gift of smooth balls and a good shower time experience this holiday season. Get free shipping and 20% off by going to manscaped.com and using influences at checkout. Hairy jingle balls are a thing of the past with Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0. I know us ladies and men, we all have our preferences, with our sexual partners. Sometimes we've been with men that maybe don't keep it super hygienic or just, a lot of hair that maybe we don't like. So Manscaped can really help with that. Inside the Performance Package 4.0, you'll find the Signature Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer has proprietary advanced skin-safe technology. Candy cane balls are no more. It's also waterproof, so he can use it in the shower. It's like a gift to yourself with less mess. The Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Crop Preserver and Crop Reviver, an anti-chafing ball deodorant, moisturizer, and toner. So when I'm talking about hygiene, you get it all with Manscaped. Keep his North Pole feeling and smelling fresh. Their hygiene bundle also comes with a pair of Manscaped anti-chafing boxers that'll keep his junk feeling fresh all day. The perfect package for his perfect package. It's the season to load up on Manscaped products. So get your man, your dad, your brother, and friends the best gift of all, the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code INFLUENCES at manscaped.com. Every guy has Manscaped on their wish list. Get him products he'll actually use this holiday season. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code INFLUENCES. Get your man a gift you'll both enjoy. The gift of Manscaped. His jingle balls will thank you.
Anyway, moving on. Do we have any good habits that we wanted to share with the class?
I have no good habits.
I thought a good habit of ours was that we make our bed in the morning.
I was just thinking that, Aaron. I made mine today.
Me too. When I was making it, I was like, this is a good habit.
Yeah, I love it. It just, already creates the space and makes it neater. So yeah, making my bed every day.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations.
What was your question?
To you guys.
What your good habits are that you want to share with the class?
I have another one.
Yes.
I make a to-do list every day.
Oh, that's a very good habit.
That helps me stay in I don't know.
A zone of knowing what you need to do.
Sorry, I literally have my period and I can't think straight.
Do you have 2 tampons in?
Just one.
Okay.
I think this is the first time I've recorded with my period.
Maybe.
Debut episode. Yeah. Aaron's period. We're doing a collab with Aaron's period today.
Yeah.
No, but the list is good. I feel like I'm on top of things and then it's so satisfying crossing it off.
Oh, you do a handwritten to-do list.
I do both.
I do a Notion. There's on the Notion app.
What's that?
You haven't heard of Notion?
No.
It's like the new Notes app, or almost kind of like Google Docs, but it's I think so much more easier to create notes and stuff on.
Okay.
And they have a really good to-do list template. And I've been killing it on the to-do list part. But lately, sometimes I feel like my to-do list will get too long and I have a hard time prioritizing what is the most important thing. So I'm trying to do, the time box method.
No.
Mm-mm.
You know time boxing?
I've seen TikToks, but I don't know what the details of it are.
You have to write what your 3 most important things you need to do. And then you have to time box which hours of the day you're going to do those things, kind of a thing. I don't know. They say every billionaire time boxes and stuff. It's one of those things.
Every billionaire exploits the working class,
Yeah.
but
I start it. So I'm okay, I know all the things that I have to do that are timely. So I'll do gym, record this.
Right. Things that
then,
are on a schedule.
Yeah. And then I'll do I have to return this package. Oh, I have just little mundane things that aren't necessarily time. What is that? The app?
This is, so I'll have to respond to texts and DMs. And then once that's done, I'll move it over to it being done.
I used
and then
to
I
use
have to
an app just like that.
knit sweater and I just drag it over. And I add a little emoji so it looks kind of pretty and stuff. But yeah, that's
Is that new?
Notion.
Yeah.
I think it's been around for a while. It's pretty popular.
It's been getting really popular in the work world. And my brother showed it to me. And there's all different types of templates to organize your day.
I used Trello.
Oh, wow. Working girl.
Yeah, which was the same thing. You move them.
There's the different cards you move things to.
Yep. That got too much for me.
Yeah, I think if you over-engineer your personal life, it can get a little annoying because it's I'm just trying to live. I don't want to put shaving on my to-do list.
Well, yeah, no, I don't do that.
Do you do that like personal
Yes,
things?
I'll add shaving on it because I know it's something that I can do, will do, and it will be done. And by accomplishing one task will increase your motivation to do more tasks, if that makes sense.
I think that's a legitimate.
Like it's like making the bed. Once you do that task, you're more likely to do more things.
I mean, on the list, make my bed.
No, because that's like the first thing that's just in front of me.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I just also know certain days I need to shave, and I'm like, this is the day I'm shaving. I don't know. It's weird.
I've like never made a to-do list, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, like, I don't think they serve me for some reason. Like if I wrote record good influences, I'm like, yeah, obviously. I also never really used like assignment notebooks in school. I would just like remember. I don't know, it's weird.
Like your homework assignment?
Yeah.
You would remember your homework assignment.
For the most, I mean, unless it was like very specific, like page these problems. But if it was like, yeah. I don't know. I always wanted to, though. Like, I always bought the assignment notebooks. I wanted to use them. I was, like, jealous of people who, like, wrote everything and, like, had calendars. Like, I wish I was that person, but they don't serve me that well. I mean, obviously, I'll write down appointments and stuff.
Do you ever forget things? And
you're
like, oh, my God, I was supposed to be on a flight to Miami yesterday.
No. See, stuff like that, I don't even write down because I'm like, I just know it in my head.
Yeah.
Do you put it on your calendar?
No, I just know. I don't fly that much, so like I just know when I'm leaving.
People who have written calendars like fascinate me that people are still doing.
My mom does that.
Like I was at a friend's place like this weekend in Nashville, and she had a written calendar on her refrigerator, and I go, "What do you do when like you're away from this calendar?"
What is
like,
this, 1992?
Well, she probably has it. Did she have it on her phone too?
Well, she goes, "No, I kind of prefer the physical calendar." I'm like,
My mom does that.
TJ does too,
Like
in his
on
office.
Just
so like if you turn around, you can like see it all. But he only does like big things. It's
Yeah.
like flight or emo night or
I guess to like
this.
visually see your month. That I guess it does make sense. But do you ever see people who do bullet journaling?
I've seen that, but what is that?
It's like your most like intense diary, but journaling and to-do list, like planning thing. It's like a very popular, it's like the new scrapbooking in a way, is bullet journaling your life. And to me, it seems like so much work to organize your life on a physical piece of paper when you can just have it on your phone and be on the go. But it is really beautiful looking back at your bullet journal, like after you've completed it for a year. But I'm like, you could lose that, like document.
Yeah. Just too
I don't
much
know.
work.
It's just, I'm fascinated by people who do it.
Yeah.
Because it makes it seem like, oh, I want to be that guy who bullet journals. And then you're
It's
like,
like very aesthetic.
but then you're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like,
who has the time?
that seems like homework.
I know.
I just like a nice list. I get to cross it off and then feel good about myself when I do it.
In college,
That's as far
though,
as I
I
go.
did for like an entire year. I wrote down at the end of the day what I did every day.
How did
Like in a
that
journal.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
Think, I mean,
in a
that's like a
moleskin.
diary.
Yeah, but it was never like how I felt. It's just like I went there, I saw this person, we hung out
That's
here.
kind of cool though to look back on.
It is wild looking back on it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm kind of like happy I did it for 1 year, but I wouldn't have done it for the
I'm
rest
always
of my
so
life.
envious of people who do that because like I don't remember anything. And
I
I listened
know.
to the Office ladies and they kept journals of like their whole time
Damn,
filming the show.
that would be
So they
crazy.
like go back and read entries of like what they were filming that day, what they were doing, and they're both just like, oh my God, remember that? Like we would have never remembered. And it's like,
Yeah.
fuck, I wish I could be that person, but I'm
Yeah.
just like not. One, I
Too
don't
far gone.
Yeah. I'm like,
There's
I'll
a
look
si-
at my Snapchat stories or whatever.
Literally.
I used to use my Instagram as like that. Like
Yeah.
even if it's not something interesting, just like I want to remember this, I'll just post something on my Instagram just to remember what I did that day.
Yeah.
And then I can use that as like my archive of journaling. But what were we going to say?
Sometimes I have like a really tough time looking back at memories now. Like I only like looking at photos of me like as a
and
child, but like if it's like 2 years ago, do you want to see these pictures? I'm like, no, because it makes me like a little
Like
sad.
of yourself or like with other people?
No, like
Just like
himself.
like memories in like my phone and stuff. I get a little like weird and sad looking at memories from 2 years ago because it's too close. It's like still too soon to
Yeah.
like remind yourself of the
Yeah.
memory. When like it's almost like memories for me age better like wine. Like the further it is away, the better it does feel. But if it's like a year ago, I hate it because it seems sometimes the memory feels like yesterday.
Like
Yeah.
getting a notification about Aaron's wedding is like going to be weird. That your wedding was a year ago.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And it's going to be like, what? Like that was a year ago when we
Yeah,
like got
just a
dressed
few
up and went to
days.
Palm Springs.
Can you
like,
believe that?
I know. I was like looking at my Instagram and I was like, oh, those are the photos from Aaron's wedding. When was that? It was like November of last year.
Yeah.
And then it's like, whoa, that it is crazy how fast time moves.
Yeah. It's like when the big events happen, you're just reminded, like, what the fuck? Like Taylor Swift putting out Red a year
Yeah,
ago?
literally a year
Taylor's
ago.
edition. You had that sign at your wedding, which was
Version?
such a nice touch.
Yeah.
I think I was in such a perfect buzz walking into your wedding. Had just enough like pregame beers, and then walking up, I see the sign. I'm like, yes, this was a great call. Who thought of this? And I'm like
Taylor's
taking
version.
pictures of it.
Very
and then
funny.
I went in. That was a good day.
So aside from that, I do have this thing called the 5-minute journal. Do you guys know about this?
I've heard of
Oh,
that.
I
yeah.
have it, but I gave up on it.
What?
It didn't do anything for me, I feel.
I don't
Like,
even know
for
what
real.
it is. I just know.
Basically, it's like one of my friends from Norway told me about it like 5 years ago. He does it every day. Really successful guy. Basically, every day is one page, and you do it twice a day. In the morning, you write down what you are grateful for, 3 things that you're grateful for, and then 3 things that would make today great. So you start the day by setting your intentions, and you're starting from an area of gratitude. So that kind of like to me was getting repetitive. I'm like, I get it. Like I have a house, I have friends, I'm healthy, like fine. But the thing that's interesting is then at the end of the day, you say, what are 3 great things that happened today? And then what could I have done better? Or like, what did I learn today? Just as a way to like sort of recap. And I did this back in like 2018, 2019. I was pretty consistent with it. And now I can go and like open it up and be like, what was I stressed about in like 2018? And then I was like, oh my God, this fucking brand deal that I was waiting or whatever. And I'm just everything worked out. But I can just remember being like super stressed about, because you're saying today would be a great day if, and I'm like, I got this done, I got this done, I got this done. And then at the end of the day, you're like, well, what are positive things? Oh, I hung out with Matt King in Austin, Texas today, or like whatever it was, these things that you're thankful for. And it sort of makes you realize like you actually have a lot more to be grateful for, which makes you, I think, happier. So I would highly recommend like journaling as a thing, just for your own way to look back at your life and be like, you know what? Things are going pretty well.
So you've been doing that since 2019.
I did it in 2018 and 2019. I kind of stopped when I moved here.
Pandemic.
Well, yeah. No, I think I was doing it during the
Oh my
pandemic
God.
a little bit. And then I picked it up again for a few months, and I gotta pick it back up again.
Nice.
I have like seasons with it, and I never regret it when I'm doing it. It takes effort. Like it's not easy to
Doing
wake
it
up
at
and,
the end of the day sounds really tough because the last thing I want to do is like pick up a pen at the end of the day.
Well,
Yeah.
I put it right literally next to my bed. So like the
Yeah.
pen and the thing are right by my bed. And I'm like, before I drink my water, before I like lie down, I open it up and I was like, what are 3 great things that happened today?
Gratitude's important though. Happiness begins with gratitude.
Amen.
Yeah. What are these things you say on Snapchat when you
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Let's pause. Take 5 seconds.
Have you seen him do this?
Submit
No,
something
I don't
we're
have
grateful for
Snapchat.
because happiness begins with gratitude.
Why do you
Posted
say
it on
that?
Snapchat.
Today I am grateful for
Is that your
bottled water. No, it's Turtle Creek Lane. It's this lady in
Oh.
Dallas, and she does it every day.
I thought you
and I
were
have it
posting this.
memorized. And at first, I thought she was like so
Oh.
nutty doing it, and then I'm like, no, this is my daily way of saying gratitude because happiness does begin with gratitude. Like that does make sense. Like people are like, I'm not happy. Well, it's like, well, look at what you're grateful for, and when you start looking at what you're grateful for, you realize actually I am pretty happy.
Yeah.
Happiness begins with gratitude. I'm sorry. Let's talk about bad habits. I want to talk about some bad habits.
I got some bad habits.
Do you?
Gambling.
Well,
Is that one?
Gambling.
Well, if you
Gambling
have,
is
like,
a bad
problem.
habit.
I thought you were saying you have one. I'm like, what?
Gambling's and
I lost
narcotics.
all my money in gambling.
No, I literally was like, since when?
Gambling and or
No, I don't even like to gamble. I'm just like, ugh.
and a deep hunger for heroin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, that's not funny.
For my
A
bad
lot of-
habit, I wrote eating too many sweets.
Oh yes, sour strips in bed at night.
In bed? In bed.
No.
That is a bad
It's okay. For like a couple of weeks, I was eating
Good
these like
grief.
Trader Joe's version of Takis. They're like
Oh my God, those are so
the
good.
chili lime fucking fried tortilla rolls. Oh my God. I would
Carly.
literally eat them in bed every night. And I don't know how I didn't get acid reflux.
They're so
every day.
hard.
They're so good. I
No,
would
they're
like
so
They hurt my
satisfying.
teeth.
But the thing is, I would get high
have.
and then I would just let it soak in my mouth and be like, this is so good. I just love the spice.
And the lime.
in my bed. Like, how disgusting.
No, eating in bed is a bad habit.
It's
no
a
matter what.
bad
I wouldn't even
habit.
eat an apple in bed. That is
Well,
vile.
if you're not washing your sheets that much, but like I clean
What?
mine once a week, so
Yeah, but you're sleeping in like crumbs and like.
I make sure the crumbs are all off.
Oh, you do one big swipe.
Yeah.
It's not a table. It's your bed.
I know, but like.
I'm putting my foot down.
Habit.
Putting your foot down. Putting my foot down.
It's a bad habit. I'm admitting it's a bad habit.
Good grief.
Yeah, I love a little sweets all the time, especially since quitting nicotine. High chews. Sour strips.
High chews are the best.
Oh my God.
What? I'm not like I don't really like those kinds of sweet. Like I'm a chocolate person, but I got into a bag of gummy bears the other night, and I was eating them in handfuls.
Sometimes you just got to pull the ripcord and go fucking nuts.
No, I ate one and then
that.
I was like, wait, I really like this. And then I kept eating. And we were like a night out.
Yeah.
I'm like out drinking. I'm like, gummy bears. What's the Haribo?
Yeah.
They're fucking good.
Yeah,
Dude,
they are really good.
They figured out that recipe.
Yeah.
Well, it's perfect. Oh man, can we go get gummy bears after this?
I would say a good habit that I have. This is a good and bad habit. Good habit when you go grocery shopping, and I think you might disagree with me on this. It might be someone else though. When I go grocery shopping, I make sure to eat a meal before I go grocery shopping.
Oh, that's imperative.
Because if I go to the grocery store hungry, I will buy all of the worst things because I'm so hungry. I'm like, 3 different kinds of Oreos. I definitely need those. I
would do that either way. That's my bad habit.
You just go bananas in the aisles.
I love a sweet. Do you make a list?
If I need things that I know I'm going to forget, like I'm out of mouthwash or like, I don't know, toilet paper, like things that I need that I'll forget, I make a list, but I usually know what I want.
I don't walk around the grocery store.
What do
I
you
just do a pickup.
Oh, yeah. I don't
Because
like
I
that.
organize everything I want, and then I just go up and I pick it up, and I don't have to walk around.
But I like picking my own avocados and like picking my own like bag of bread or something, like check the dates on them. I don't know.
I would say I feel like that's turned into a bad habit for us because we got so used to it during the pandemic, having everything delivered.
Yeah.
So now TJ just does the delivery of groceries when it's like kind of be easier to just go to the store.
Yeah.
It sucks going to the store.
I love going to the grocery store.
I mean, it's the worst. You're like, oh, I gotta go. Forgot that thing. Now I gotta go around to the other aisle, and you're like, which fucking aisle is it? You're like, is it tomato paste in pasta or like the salsa aisle? Like I hate that kind of stuff where you're like you're playing this game of
going to the grocery store is like doing drugs. I love it.
What?
I love a grocery store.
Every week we're like,
I will like take more time than I need in a grocery store.
Yeah,
I walk down every aisle and I look at everything and I just love like reading the labels and
you're like an alien.
Comparing. Yeah,
what
like
is all of this?
I love seeing like, ooh, where are these pretzels baked? Oh, they're in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Stop.
Stop that.
Where do you do most of your shopping?
Ralph's. But that's just because it's closest to me.
Ralph's
I hate
gives me the ick, which we can talk about on our next episode.
Shopping with Patricia though, at grocery stores, I'm like, yo, like I guess she loves looking at everything. We'll start buying just a shit ton of stuff. Like she goes, oh, I need Parmesan. And she goes, which one do you want? And I go, just get one. I go, because I knew this was happening. I go, just get one Parmesan. Just, I don't know, get the ones with like the little like strips or whatever. She comes back with 3 different Parmesans.
Oh my God.
I go,
to
what?
buy all of them?
She goes, well, I like this one on the salad, this one in the pasta, and then this one we just need. I go, you have a problem. Babe, you're taking 2 of those back. She does that with the salsas before a party. She's like, I got 3 different salsas. I'm like,
I'll do that too, though. For like a party, you want to have variety. I support that. But you guys don't love going or like, so Ralph's is not the most like efficient,
welcoming.
I would say.
It's not welcoming. It's too big.
Like, what about like a Gelson's or like an Erewhon is absurdly expensive.
Erewhon is
but
the last on my list.
Ooh, you're what?
Whole Foods.
Whole Foods. I haven't been to a Whole Foods out here yet.
Really?
Yeah.
I love a Whole Foods.
I realized I only like small stores. Like I like the small Target. I like a Trader Joe's because it's small.
You don't like a Costco?
Anxiety, though.
The one I go to is a little bit bigger than like I went to one in Sherman Oaks and I was like, I can't do this. So then I went to the one in Studio City and I was like,
what about a Costco? Do we like a Costco?
The parking lot.
They're all bad.
I know.
I mean, yeah. Costco I haven't been in so long, but I probably would feel nostalgic in there, to be honest.
Costco to me is like going to like a...
I'm like, what are we preparing for?
Yeah.
At Costco? Like, is this the end of the world? Like, I feel like I need to be getting gas masks and bulk while I'm there. And like...
10 packs of Doritos.
Yeah. But then that's a question I have. Is a good habit to buy things in bulk?
100%.
Like, I've been thinking about that for like toothpaste. I'm always like, every month I'm like, well, I got to go buy toothpaste. Why not at the beginning of the year buy 12 packs of my favorite toothpaste,
Yeah.
which would be cheaper,
How long
and I'm
do
set
they have
for the
before they
year.
expire?
Like years.
Yeah,
Toothpaste, I think,
long time.
lasts forever. But like, I'll just give you an example. For food, it's a little more tough to go to like
Yeah.
a Costco. But I bought like a thing of garbage bags from Costco. Literally over a year ago. I have not had to buy garbage bags one time in over a year
Yeah,
because I bought
that's nice.
like a 400 container. It's a lot, but like you just store it under the sink.
Yeah,
and
you have it forever.
I literally because I used to have to go every other week because when you go to Ralph's, it's like there's 20 in the bag. And
I don't know. If I had 12 tubes of toothpaste in my, I don't know. I just like my,
But you put them in storage,
Space.
put them away, out of sight, out of mind.
yeah, but then the storage gets cluttered and then I don't like that either.
Maybe get like 2 things of toothpaste every time.
I
So you have
do.
a backup, and then
Well, I go to Rite Aid and it's always like buy one, get one half
yeah,
off. So
I
always
love
get
a Rite
2.
Aid. I'm
Yeah.
there all the time.
You like Rite Aid?
I'm obsessed with Rite Aid.
Do you like walking the aisles of a Rite Aid?
It depends.
No.
No.
That if I'm just having a bad day,
No.
I will just
Mike.
go to a Rite Aid and just walk around. Leave my phone in the car.
What? Leave my phone in the
Leave
car.
my phone in the
go
car
to the
and
beach.
just compare all the different
Go to like the
deodorants.
park.
No, I just love looking at like packaging.
That
and
is so weird.
But like I always thought you were a
Rite
very
Aid?
like frugal guy. Like you don't like spending money, and it's weird
He just
hearing
likes
this.
looking.
Like
you
you
know, I'm
like
not buying anything. Maybe
Maybe
I'll buy
Window
like a
shopping.
Rite Aid's kind of dark. Like I feel like my like depression store is definitely a Target, where it's like there's so many fun things and it's kind of trendy and
Target is great, but I just have PTSD from working there. Now when I go there, I'm like, I have to be zoning stuff. Like I just still have that like,
yeah.
Can I help
do
you
like
find
walking
something?
around to Target.
Yeah, it's nice. It's just like
Rite Aid is a little dark.
Rite Aid is a
I
bit
feel like
depressing.
all pharmacies are.
I saw a guy shit on the floor at a Rite Aid.
Okay.
Poop, human poop, and he was wiping on like in the floor.
Did he seem like
He was like like all homeless.
okay?
but I was like, oh
just a
my
little-
god.
He just
Oh my
like dropped
God.
his trousers and
Yeah,
took a
he
shit.
like impulsively had to take a shit and just went all on the
I love
floor.
it. Like-
and then I had to go to the front and tell them, some guy, hey, there's
Some
poop.
guy.
And then they were like, they go, human? And I go, yes.
Shut down the store. Oh my god. Yeah, no, with stuff like that, I like even grocery stores. I'm like, I need my list. I want to be in and I want to be out.
oh, that
Like
stresses
I
me out.
speed walk through Rite Aid,
Oh God, no.
especially because like they're always at every pharmacy. There's always someone standing outside, like wanting you to give them money too.
Just they don't even exist. Hey, can I talk to you about just
Yeah, but
no eye contact?
I know, but then I get so anxious because then I feel guilty
We're
ignoring
gonna get
them.
canceled.
Yeah, I'm like I wish.
Aaron
Okay,
walked
can
right by
I
you.
got a question about tipping.
Okay,
Okay.
let's hear it.
At a restaurant, always tip.
Obviously,
For sure.
obviously.
Ubers, always tip?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yep. I do sometimes.
Should we not be tipping 20% on Ubers?
I don't know. I don't know the etiquette for Ubers.
What about DoorDash and delivery
Yeah,
stuff?
Yes.
Oh, delivery
course.
always.
You definitely
20%
should.
always?
Yeah.
But if they do like a
Depends.
bad job,
So you don't tip, you tip until after it's done?
no, you can change it
Okay.
after you've submitted.
All right.
But I
I'm
don't really
following all of
normally
that.
do that.
Now, what about like at like a quick serve coffee shop where the person flips the iPad
know.
around
I always
and they
do.
go tip?
I do.
The only reason I do it is because I'm stressed that if I don't tip, they're gonna like spit in my coffee or
know.
something.
Yeah, I always do like the dollar option.
Because they make you
At
tip
least.
before they do the
know.
service. That's
Yeah.
backwards.
I tip, but I don't think you need to. Like, I don't think it's bad not to.
Okay.
But I feel
People
like
in the
in-
comments, let us know if you ever had one of those iPad jobs. Do you get I'm so curious. Do
Yeah,
people
yeah.
get pissed
Okay.
if they don't get the tip?
We'll be right back after a quick word from today's sponsor, Uncommon Goods. If you have not finished your holiday shopping yet, do not panic. We have a secret source for incredible gifts, and that is Uncommon Goods. UncommonGoods.com has the absolute best gifts for everyone in your life. We're talking moms, dads, teens, in-laws, besties, your one and only, whoever it is. And it's not just the stuff you can find anywhere. Uncommon Goods has unique and creative gifts, often handmade by independent artists and makers. So skip the gifts that scream last minute and find something truly original at uncommongoods.com. We've purchased so many things from uncommongoods.com. We're going to decorate the set. I've given plenty of Uncommon Goods gifts over the years. They're a hit every time. We truly love Uncommon Goods. And they look for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the US. They have the most meaningful gifts, out of the ordinary, and you can't find stuff like this anywhere else. They truly are one of a kind. If you're looking for a gift that you don't have to worry about getting lost in the mail, Uncommon Goods experiences are more than just virtual classes. They're unexpected opportunities to have fun and connect in new ways, from tarot card readings, lunar astrology charting, cooking and mixology classes, crafts, gardening, and so much more. Highly, highly recommend it. From art and jewelry to kitchen, home, and bar, Uncommon Goods has something for everyone, and not the same lackluster gifts you can find just anywhere. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $2.5 million to date. So, to get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/good, G-O-O-D. That's uncommongoods.com/good for 15% off. Do not miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. And now, back to the episode.
This episode of Good Influences is brought to you by Burga. Burga makes incredible phone cases that are beautiful, gorgeous, stunning, protective, lightweight, and I just love the way that they look. Burga makes cases that are completely unfading in their designs, and your case will continue to look new even as you use it. And there's more than 100 unique designs that are trendy that you can choose from. They're tough cases that are durable. They have double layer protection and shock absorption. They are scratch resistant, glossy finish, covers the entire phone. So if you drop it, you know you're going to be safe. We have so many of these because we just love them so much. Get one to go with every outfit, one of every day of the week. They have a raised bezel also, which we love for screen protection. Obviously, if you're going to have a phone case, you got to have screen protection. And these are elite phone cases, which are the ultimate fusion of beauty and protection. And with their close guard technology, it absorbs up to 90% of impact force.
And their raised bezels around the screen and camera protect the delicate glass against flat drops. And they also have a microfiber lining that keeps your phone cozy and prevents scratches from within. And it also has a really high quality image on these cases, and they have anti-fade printing technology that keeps the design as vibrant as day one for months to come. And what I also love, it has this luxurious feel and look. There is this eye-catching gold camera bezel that just has that subtle touch of luxury whenever you have your phone case out. Burga is having an amazing sale right now when you buy 4 Burga phone cases and get 2 absolutely free. Plus, you also get an extra 15% off when you use promo code GoodInfluencesX15 at checkout. That's burga.com/goodinfluences and code GoodInfluencesX15, or click the link in the description below.
Thanks to Burga for sponsoring this episode. Check out Burga, get yourself some beautiful cases, and now back to the episode.
I'll tell you yesterday. So we went to like a sandwich shop. I got a sandwich, tipped on the pad, and then afterwards I forgot that I wanted a water. So then I had to check out again, but they still prompt you to tip. So then it was like a different guy serving me. And then I didn't wind up tipping, obviously, because it's a water bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still
you grabbed.
felt guilty. You know what I mean? Like I was just like, do I need to tip? It like guilts you into tipping when you don't necessarily have to. And like I already left like a 20% tip for all the food, but it was just like, God.
It's just interesting because that was never a thing before.
I know.
It was
They
like,
just have the little jars and then you throw in your change.
Now, what about how do you tip at bars? I thought there is always this rule of thumb about tipping at bars. Do you know it?
what is the rule of thumb? Because
I think it's like $2 for every beer and then $5 for every cocktail.
$5?
If it's like at a bar, yeah.
Oh,
You're
I would always
tipping
like throw a few bucks
$5
down.
For
Yeah.
a cocktail? Yeah, because then you start it off with a $5 cocktail and then that like shows
Where are
them
you
that
getting
you're...
cocktails for $5?
No. You tip $5 on the cocktail.
That's
Per cocktail. Like if I go, I need 3 tequila sodas and 2 Bud Lights.
Oh, if you're
tipping
ordering
5,
sorry,
you're taking an additional.
if you're ordering a
$50.
bunch, if you're ordering like for a group, then it's just 20%. That's what I do.
yeah. I do 20% now.
When
but
you
like
get the
when
bill,
I
it's
used
20%.
to, I
was
never
told,
thought it
okay, sorry.
used to be like that. And I would just throw like a few bucks down. But now if like all of us went to a bar and got drinks and it was like $50, I would do 20%.
Yeah,
of
if it's
that.
multiple drinks, I would do 20%. But if I'm like getting a drink at a bar and like I'm just sitting there, it's like a quiet bar, they make me a nice cocktail, just $5. Because if I have another one, it's like we have a good relationship.
If we're talking about like a nice cocktail joint and they're spending
that's
like
what I mean.
a couple minutes making like a Negroni, like I get spending 20%. But like I'm talking about quick service bar, whipping it up together.
You're at Saddle Ranch, you're getting
saw
5
a
shots of
TikTok-
tequila.
I saw a TikTok of a compilation of all these bartenders saying what to tip. And majority of them said it's $1 a beer, $2 for a mixed drink.
Oh, I honestly just like always do 20%.
Yeah, if you're getting multiple, I would say 20%.
It may also be like over tipping though for
That's
something
okay.
that
I
is a
don't
little
care.
like that took them like kind of like less than 2 minutes of their time.
I really
Yeah.
don't mind.
But even though, yeah, you don't
Yeah.
mind tipping the extra, but I just the other day, or I was in Nashville and someone was tipping like something and like, I was like, they were like over tipping. And I go, it's not that much.
I don't
But
think
there's a
over
meal,
tipping
if
is
there's a meal involved,
It's a whole thing.
it's a whole thing. And if someone's bringing the drink to you, that's a whole different thing too. I'm talking about like you're at Saddle Ranch and you're
I think
ordering
because I just
around.
always use the card normally.
Yeah.
Like I'm never really paying cash, so I never really have cash to throw down. It's just easier, and I'd rather just be generous. And I'm
I
like,
could
well,
be
whatever.
wrong, but I'm curious.
No, I don't think that you're wrong. I just think it's
Yeah.
over tipping is also not like
Yeah.
illegal.
Hang on, it's definitely not frowned upon.
It's
is
what?
it?
No, and definitely not frowned
Oh,
upon.
yeah, no.
Oh, I thought you said it is frowned
I
upon. I was
know.
like, what?
It's like
I always
no.
think too, like if I'm in a position to tip, it's like they're at work right now and I am not, and I just feel bad
Yeah.
that like it's Saturday night and I'm out with my friends and this person is at their job, like they're working, like I'll
Yeah.
give them the extra $1 or $2 or whatever. Like I don't know.
I also just feel like, as someone who's worked in retail, like, why were we never tipped?
Right? When I worked at Panera, we weren't allowed to accept tips.
And that's like service industry.
Yes, and now Panera's probably flipping that thing around.
Yeah.
20%.
It's just capitalists who are exploiting
I
the
guess.
working
I mean, it
class.
totally made sense for like small businesses during the pandemic. Like,
Yes.
of course,
Yes.
because they're, they need all the help that they
Yeah.
can get during the pandemic. But it's like going to like a Panera. I don't know if Panera does it, but as an example, if they're
Right.
like tip, it's like, okay, you're a giant corporation. Like,
Yes.
Right.
So it's
yes.
just
These
like
people
pay
are-
your employees better.
Exactly.
Like they've started now doing things where like they add on, it's like a 18% service charge, but that's not the tip.
Right. That's
And it's
to
like,
pay our
okay,
employees a living
pay
wage.
your fucking employees. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it says that.
Yeah.
It's like, this is so we can pay everyone. It's like, that's your job, not
Yeah.
mine.
How about as the CEO, you don't take a $10 million salary,
It's so fucked up.
take $5 million and give it to your workers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burn it all down.
Only 5 million.
You know what? I feel like I have this bad habit lately. I feel like I when I'm like talking and having a conversation with somebody, sometimes I choose not to make eye contact to help me focus on like a point I'm making,
Oh, I
and
do
then I'll
that
go
all the
back and make
time.
eye contact. But I don't know. Sometimes when I'm talking to people and like I'm like I look off to like say something, they'll go. Like they go, what do you like? It's almost like, what is he
Hello?
looking at? And
Hello?
I see people do it all the time when I'm talking to them, and I'm sometimes in my head I'm thinking I'm like a crazy person.
Can we try this like visually? Like if I'm telling you a story, where would you be looking? So I was driving today and
No, the person does it when I'm talking.
if someone else is looking,
So it would be like, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe the craziest thing happened in Nashville. There was this guy who came up to me and
like that, and then I'm like
yes.
looking to see it.
I'm
That's
just
weird.
like-
That's weird.
I can't keep direct eye contact.
Yeah,
like I
that's
do the
too
same
much.
thing. I like look off so I can like think about what I'm thinking, because I feel like looking at someone this
Dead in the
intensely
eyes.
like can be a little distracting.
It's
Right.
really, yeah. I don't think anyone's expecting anyone to have perfect eye contact during an entire conversation. That's like psychopath.
You know, I'm like, why are you still looking at me?
I have to look away.
I think that's pretty standard to like be looking away when you're having a conversation. If you're just like, "Hello, Matthew, how was your day today? I would love to hear everything about what you're doing."
Right.
I
People
took a
can
drive
do that,
today,
though.
but that's too intense.
I know.
It's not casual. You want to like be able to
don't
like
like
look
it.
But
around.
what's funny,
and-
there was a girl in college that I knew who made awful eye contact. It was to the point where I'm like, she's too scared to look at people in the eyes. But not a lot of people knew it until like I kind of pointed it out one time. This is so bad. Like we were having like drinks with friends, and this girl was like, "Oh my god, my friend Samantha's coming." I'm like, "Samantha, is she the girl who like doesn't make eye contact?" She goes, "What are you talking about?" I go, "What? She doesn't. When she'll come over, she won't look at any of us in the eye." She goes, "You're being ridiculous." And then she comes over and sits down. And the girl had been friends with her for a year, and she never noticed that her
Oh my
friend
God.
really never looked her in the eye.
Damn.
And so I was just like, I just think it's wild she doesn't make eye contact. But now when I'm talking to people, they're like,
That's so weird.
I know. I think it's weird. But I don't know if that's a bad habit. And if
I
you
don't
guys have
think
ever
so.
noticed that I don't make eye contact sometimes when I'm talking.
I think
I've
that's.
never
I think
noticed.
it's fair.
I
Yeah.
think you
haven't
make a
either.
perfect amount of eye contact.
Okay,
That's why I like
thanks.
when I'm having a conversation. I love to have something in my hands to like fidget with.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a bottle cap, like even that, like just having a bottle that you can just look at and flip.
You gotta get these. I
What-
do it all the time.
What are these?
Your
Fake
nails. I just
You need acrylic.
I was like, what?
I literally just I sit here and I do this.
That is nice.
Mike, you need acrylics.
Because you can like feel them. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is to have something to like fidget with that I can look at. So when I break eye contact during a conversation, it's
Look
not.
down.
It's not like you're being rude.
Oh, look at this pretty nail.
You're like fixing your nails while.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
What about a fidget spinner?
Yeah.
Fidget spinner's too much. I'm saying like what?
Worry bricks.
No, I like to have something that like feels like, or I organically have in my hands, like a
Yeah.
bottle cap, or like even a
You
napkin.
should get a ring or something and just like.
A ring would be great.
I
but
used to, when I had my nose pierced, I would always just
Yeah,
do
me
this, which was,
Oh yeah, I remember you.
I would
That's an
always-
old air. Like yeah.
I would just spin it. Like, and I would do it when I was like in conversation. It was like a fidget for
Oh,
sure.
interesting.
Do you have
It's
your nose?
probably a bad habit.
Do
I
y'all
used
don't
to.
wear nose rings anymore?
I took
Paris
mine
ripped
out.
mine out, and then it closed in 2 days, and it was devastating.
I feel
Let's
like
go get them done, and then you can.
I do want to get a tattoo. Should we go somewhere?
Ooh,
Did you post about an idea that you wanted to get?
Yeah.
What was it, like a frog
It's
or
like
something?
an outline. A frog.
cat.
It's like an outline of a cat
Oh, that's what it
stretching. It
was.
looks really cute.
Do you have
I
no
already-
tattoos?
I have Frank right here.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
gotta get another one somewhere, but I don't know where I'd get it. But yeah,
Tatted.
I thought my nose ring made my nose look too big, so I took it
Yeah,
out.
no.
Well, because I have like this bulbous like thing right here, and I feel like it really separated my bulb from my nose.
Your bulb from the Zeus.
Yeah, so I really like noticed it in photos, and I was like, I don't really. But it's still open. I put
Mine
something in
closed
it.
so fucking
I know.
fast. I was devastated.
Yeah, I remember when I got it pierced, they're like, even if it falls out in the middle of the night, you could close. I was like, "Ugh, what? And you had it pierced a long time.
So long.
Yeah, it's weird. And it smelled so good.
Ugh,
A
yeah.
good habit I have. This is off topic.
Well,
Well,
not
we're talking
really,
about
but
good
yeah.
habits.
topic.
I
Yeah.
just feel like I was being just too ADD.
No, go
That's
for
okay.
it.
Oh, sometimes when I meet somebody for the first time, I try to say their name back to them pretty soon
Oh, so you remember it?
because it helps reinforce it.
Yeah, I do that too, but I still
Or I try to
forget.
make their conversation about their name, or I don't know, like.
Delilah,
Oh, your name's Sarah.
like-
You know, my name was going to be Sarah if I was a girl. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I don't know, reinforce the
connection.
name or something like that.
Yeah.
I tried to do that to help me reinforce it because I think sometimes when people meet people, they get so excited or like, hi, what's your name? And then in that moment, they're focused on the formality of just exchanging names, but they're not going to pay attention to what the person's name actually is.
Yeah.
Or even after that moment, go, you know what? I'm so sorry. Even though the moment had just happened, go, I've already forgotten your name. What is it again? Makes the other person feel at ease because they're like, oh my God, I forgot yours too.
That's a great point, Steve. And
Yeah.
like, it just,
Okay, I posted on Instagram.
can I say one more bad habit
sure,
before
yeah.
we go to the listener? I realized
Interrupting people. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Interrupting Cal.
There's so many.
Oh my God.
I have realized by living with Adam Melcher that, and I don't know if this is an East Coast thing or just like the way I grew up, but like whenever someone comes to the house, Adam, the first thing he does is, can I get you a glass of water? Can I get you something to eat? Always ask them. When my friends show up to my house, I'm not really good at like offering people stuff because I just assume that they're comfortable enough. If they're thirsty, like, hey, can I get a glass of water? Or hey, where do you keep your glasses? And like you know,
I'm pretty good about that.
even if like my friends come over,
You do. Literally, we don't even get into the house yet, and
Really?
you're offering.
Yeah,
something.
Really?
Yeah.
But like, I'll like even if Matt comes over to the house, Adam will be like, "Can I get you Can I get you a glass of water?" And I was like, "Matt can get himself a glass of water if he wants one."
I've been there a little too much to, yeah.
But like, do you feel that that's like, if you come to my house and I don't offer you a glass of water, you're like,
No.
No.
Because you feel
no,
comfortable
I would
I do.
ask.
You
I
would
would just be
ask,
like, can I
right?
get water?
Yeah, I think it's like maybe it's like a Northeast thing of like people
Yeah.
feeling comfortable to.
I have something that's so similar to that, but it drives me crazy. I
Okay.
don't really feel like if I go to someone's house that they need to offer me a glass of water. I don't like it when I am with somebody who, like, how do I explain this? Who's bad at introducing you to other people.
Oh yeah.
Like if you find yourself like with someone and maybe they just came across some other people and they're all talking to him and you're just having to stand
With
there
the hands in the pockets.
and they're not introducing like, oh, by the way, this is Matt. Matt is like blah 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 blah. I feel so awkward, and then suddenly I just have to go. I'm Matt, by the way, and the
Yeah.
person's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have introduced you."
Because then you're like also calling them out for not introducing you,
Yeah.
and then they
Or-
feel bad.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like, yo, like, man, I wish I could say the example, but I don't want to. But it just happened so clear. the
Yeah,
other
no,
day.
I'm with you. But
Yeah.
is that a bad habit of like? I try and make a better point of it. Like, can I get you a glass of water?
I don't think it's.
I don't think it's
bad.
either or.
Yeah.
I wouldn't notice it either way. I don't think.
It's something I think you should make a habit.
I'm trying to.
But I don't think it's a bad habit that you don't, because I don't think you're even aware of it being a habit.
When my parents came to visit, it's my parents. Like, they came to the house and Adam was like, "Are you not going to offer your parents glass?" I was like, it's my parents.
They
If
should
they're
get
thirsty.
me water. Yeah. I'm their kid.
I mean, I'm agreeing with him. Like, I think that that's a good habit to have, and
I
I
agree.
feel like I need to improve on it. But when I go to someone's house, like, I'm very comfortable. Like, hey,
Me
where
too.
can I get a glass of water? Like, if they don't offer, I don't think anything about it.
Yeah. I think, it's something people should make a habit.
But
So
that also,
if someone comes over, offer them a glass of water. If you find yourself with a friend and they don't know any of them and you're just talking to them, introduce your friend to whoever it is you're talking with.
also, an etiquette thing that I've heard, which I kind of believe to be true, is like, if you ever go to a job interview or you go to someone's house and they do offer you water, always accept it. Because if you don't, you're sort of putting up a boundary of like, even your water is not good enough for me.
What?
And you're like psychologically telling them that we're not going to be aligned. So if you're like ever at a job interview, whatever, always accept whatever it is they give you. Even if you don't touch it, people don't want to feel rejected. Like, if you are meeting someone for the first time and they're like, "Can I get you something?" Whatever, just always say yes. And it's a way to build the strength in the relationship early on.
I'd see if someone rejected, be like, "Oh, thank God, I don't have to like get a glass and fill the water and put it in
I'd
the
be like,
dishwasher."
okay. I don't really think about it. But I guess it's different. Like a work
Totally.
environment might be different.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to say that. Let's hear
from the people.
Okay, so we posted on our Instagram account just that little box that says, "What are your good and bad habits?" And we have so many
let's hear it.
responses. So we'll just kind of go through
I'm
them.
scared. How many poop ones are there?
Let's hope not.
I haven't seen one yet. Someone said a good habit of theirs is being late, but showing up with gifts as an apology. Like, I'm late, but I brought you a coffee.
Well, that's nice.
But were you late because you went and got
Yeah,
coffee?
like, what if you just skipped the gift, would you be on time?
Also, like if you're 5 minutes late in a coffee, acceptable. If you're like 30 minutes late,
It
I
depends
need
on
like
the gift.
the keys to
It
a new
depends on-
car.
Yeah, it depends what it's late for.
Yeah.
Too. That's
Okay.
funny though.
Interesting.
I think it's a good habit to have, like, if you are running late and you are able to have something that you can pick up on the way,
Yeah.
and it's not
But then
going to
wouldn't
be.
it make you more late?
You're already late. Might as well
Just
bring
come
something.
be late with a good excuse. I
Yeah,
don't really
yeah.
care about the
An
gift.
apology.
Yeah.
Okay, a good habit, flossing.
Yes.
Yes.
A bad habit, snoozing.
I do think
Snoozing
snoozing is a
your
bad
alarm.
habit.
That's not a bad habit.
It depends.
How is it a bad habit?
Well, you set an alarm for a reason, to get up, and then you're just
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
5 more minutes.
But if you don't need to be up and it's like
Then why'd you set your alarm?
Yeah.
sometimes like I have like a 30-minute
well,
buffer.
I think there's a
Well,
difference. Like,
not
if you're
now.
snoozing your alarm and you're going to be like going
Late.
to your job, or like
Yeah.
you're not going to the gym and you like just put it on snooze.
Because like for school, I'd have it at like 6 a.m. Be like, well, I don't really like have to get up till 6:30. I could get up at 6 if I want to like totally get ready, but I'll just keep snoozing till 6:30. I don't think it's a bad habit.
I think that's different. I think it would be considered bad because you're setting
It's like
it for a reason.
procrastinating, and the
Yeah.
first thing you're doing in the day is procrastinating. I think it's
I
a
just-
bad.
I think it just depends.
If I just get my 7 to 8 hours of sleep, then I don't snooze. Then I'm like, I have to get up.
I
I've
don't
slept
snooze
enough.
now ever. I'm usually just like, okay.
Yeah, because you're a successful person now.
Because you don't have
You don't have bad
billionaire.
habits.
I have a
You
billionaire
realize it was a bad
mindset.
habit. Someone said their bad habit is agreeing to watch a movie even though I know I'll fall asleep.
Oh, I'm very good about saying up front, if we start this movie after 9 p.m., I'm not going to make it through. Like, I know I'm going to fall asleep.
Oh, I can't fall asleep during a movie. During a
Really?
movie, I'm making sure that everybody is watching a movie because it's so good. And
Like,
pay
are
attention
you on your phone?
to the film.
Yeah.
To the like, but I mean, I guess I like sometimes if I'm by myself, I can fall asleep watching a movie, but I'm not going to fall asleep watching a movie. If I feel like I'm about to fall asleep, I'll be like, guys, I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm out of here. I cannot finish this, and I apologize.
Yeah.
But I will
I'm like
not.
yawning even thinking about watching a movie right now. Like, 'cause it's just, I don't know. Movies can put me to sleep so easily.
Like at night,
Yeah.
I will still like vocalize, be like, well, I might fall asleep, and then like TJ might still play it, and then I feel like I have to watch it, and he'll be like, "Are you sleeping?" I'm like, "No," and like I'll open my eyes.
Yeah.
as
I
he's saying it.
can't. I can't. Zane and Tom.
Depends
And
on
if
what
you're
time.
so tired,
Yeah, it depends on what time.
When I watch movies, my mind is just like I'm thinking about how they shot that
He
that
does-
actor.
you do have this
I'm thinking
energy.
about this the world that they're in.
Oh,
Why
okay.
did they do this? Like I'm constantly looking at it, thinking about new
That's
things.
your caffeine.
I guess
truly.
so.
The one time I watched a movie starting after midnight was
Oh my God.
after a party. Went back to Matt's house. It's like 2:30 in the
Oh, I
morning, and he
remember
goes,
this.
"We have to watch Hereditary right now."
Oh,
And we watched Hereditary from 2 to 4:30 in the morning.
Please, of all
And
movies.
like, if I was at home, I would have been out cold. But Matt just has this energy when a movie's on. He's
Yeah.
like, "Okay, you have to see this part," and I'm like, "Okay, let's watch it."
Yeah, I love it.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
she didn't specify, but this is absolutely a bad habit. I wash my bed sheets maybe 3 times a year.
Ew.
That is really bad.
That is a very bad
That's
habit.
vile.
You got bed bugs?
That is
Yikes.
okay.
What does she look like?
I think we have
Very
to.
pretty.
We should say, because I know many people that don't wash their sheets frequently, especially like in college. I had people that I lived with that did not wash their sheets for the entire semester.
That's
can't
disgusting.
I can't stand it if I go to someone's house and I can tell that they don't wash their towels. Like,
Their
have you ever been like
towels?
peeing and you've been like,
Oh,
what is that? And like the towel, you're like, oh my gosh.
You can smell
that
a
that's
towel?
Yeah, like the mustiness of a towel.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can smell it from across a bathroom.
Yeah.
Someone's towels.
I just love getting into a clean bed.
Oh, like their shower towels.
Yeah.
Shower
in
towels
the
because people
bathroom.
hang them up, but I've just been to some
too.
people who I can tell they're just like a dude in their 20s, just living and like
Yeah.
they're not on top of their personal hygiene.
I'm
and
like
I'm
a
like,
week,
yo,
once a week sheets, like maybe a week and a half.
I
Depending.
have 3 sets of sheets too, so
Me
that way I
too.
have one in the wash, one stocked, and one on my bed, and it's just a
Same.
repeating cycle.
Yeah.
But like there are people who have just one set of bed sheets, and they're like, "Well, I only have one, so what am I gonna do if I wash it?" And you're like,
that just reminded
But it
me.
doesn't take that long.
"Wash your bed
I'll
sheets
throw it in like the
every
morning
week."
and then I'm good.
I think just people get lazy.
Yeah.
So they're like, I have to do all of this.
It is a big like when you have the duvet cover.
Ugh, come on.
I
I
think
don't
of
mind it.
I'm
Brooke
pretty good at like rolling it though and doing the whole trick.
I think of Brooke Averick's TikTok every time. Like, do not contact me for 8 to 12 hours because I have to put my duvet cover on.
How
Like,
do you do it?
every time it's different, and I get frustrated, and I'm screaming and
Just look it
cursing.
up on TikTok. It's actually pretty easy.
Yeah,
but
it's easy.
I don't
Well, I
think-
haven't
Well, I feel like we all probably do different ways.
I have a king size one too, and it's just like
Oh, that's hard to
fucking
do
you're
alone.
supposed
huge.
to like put the sheet on your head and then you pinch
But that's
it.
Put it
and
on
then-
your
insane.
head?
Yeah, like there's
Yeah.
these insane things of
You're
like,
supposed
oh
to
yeah,
do it inside
Like in
out.
Barbarian,
Inside
how he
out.
does it.
yes.
In Barbarian, how he does it. That's how like I do it. But also I found a lot of peace of just having a cleaning lady, and I know that's like a luxury.
Do
But
you do your own laundry?
Not anymore.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And the mental health and clarity of that task and no longer having to do it is worth paying the money.
Yeah.
Because it's just and the sheets and the duvet cover and making it like a hotel style bed once a week starts you good.
Oh
I think
my
it is
God.
Now
worth the
I
money.
understand the penny pinching at Froyo. You're saving up so she can clean your laundry.
Listen,
It's crazy how it can look because I just got a new like bed set or whatever, and after the dryer, the duvet was like pretty wrinkly, but like not crazy. But Nolan literally took what is it called?
A steamer?
A steamer
Oh my
on
God.
it, and it looks so clean.
We
and
literally
just like
were in the last episode talking about
The
this.
iron.
And we were
Yeah.
like, fuck off.
I know.
Now
Well,
you're
I
like,
told-
I love it.
well, he doesn't do it every day or anything.
Yeah.
It was just once. I actually told him about that. I was like, some guy
Oh my
like
God.
irons his sheets every day, and he was like, yeah, no.
Okay. She said, good habit. I have to put my laundry away the second the dryer goes off.
I wish I had that habit.
That is a good habit.
That is a good habit. Is it mine? No.
No.
Sometimes
I'm-
it is, but not always.
My bed is like half clean laundry, half where I sleep. Like, because I just dump it out onto the bed, and then it takes me like a full 24 hours
Yeah.
cycle to like get it off my bed into the closet.
Yeah.
I feel you.
The
What does
laundry,
your cleaning lady do?
She doesn't put my clean clothes away. And now in my hamper, she'll stock all my clean clothes, and then I put all the clean clothes away.
Nice.
And then but I have to do it because all my dirty laundry I have to put in there, but all my clean clothes are in there.
So you have to put them away.
Yeah.
but folding, laundry is truly a daunting task. It is so much effort.
I kind of like it.
Like, you look forward to doing it.
No, I don't look forward to doing it, but when I have to do it, I'm not like, most of the time, I'm not like, ugh. I'm like, oh, fun, like a little task. And like, I feel very like,
I used to-
homey. Like I feel wifey.
Yeah.
I
And
used
I'm
to
like,
love-
oh, fold his boxers.
I loved listening to a podcast doing laundry. I liked the activity. I found it really zen. But then I
Yeah.
never felt like I was as good as doing my laundry compared to someone who just is really good at doing laundry and who's done it so many times. The way they fold it and the way it comes out. They know the true chemistry
Yeah.
of cleaning it. I always just felt like I was just winging it every time. And so I've once again found a lot of peace having someone do my laundry. You should get a laundry service that just picks up your
I
bag.
used to do that in Brooklyn.
You
When
should still do it now.
No, I have a laundry machine in my
Yeah.
house. It's in my
It's pretty
bedroom.
easy.
So easy to
but
do
you just
laundry.
said you have a bunch of clean laundry scattered
be
around
easier.
on your bed.
For like a
That's
day.
like putting it
it's,
away.
Yeah.
Like he would still have to
putting
put
it away is the hardest part.
Yeah.
I do love throwing it into the wash and pressing the button, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh yes,
hear that
all
little
these clothes are
jingle
going to be clean.
Yeah.
I think also it.
Do you
Dude,
dance to the jingle?
Yeah. My brother-in-law like has a little song he sings when theirs goes off.
You know, it's like the Swedish national anthem,
It is.
For all of them?
or it's like their, I don't know, whichever one is like the big
funny.
one.
Oh my God.
It's something. It's some old song of their country,
like a
of the
folk
people
song,
who
yeah.
make it. Yeah.
I think doing laundry. So like I started doing my laundry when I was probably like 11. Like my parents were like, start doing it, bitch. And so I've just done it forever. And like then it felt like very much like a chore. Like I would wait days to switch it over. It was just
Yeah.
like as a kid, it's annoying. And even like in college and all of that, it was just I would wait till the last second to do it. But now that I like do it for another person as well, I feel like I'm like, oh, I'm like making their life easier. I'm needed.
Uh-huh.
You're
like,
accomplishing something.
Yeah.
Wow,
I am
that's interesting.
domesticated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I am
interesting.
domesticated.
Also, while we're on laundry, cold water always, yes?
No,
Huh.
not for
No,
whites.
I just click buttons.
Whites you do on hot?
You should do dark for colors and warm for.
You mean
Whites.
cold for colors?
Yeah.
It's DC dark color. I don't have like a mnemonic.
I do
device.
everything on cold except for sheets and towels. I put those on hot to like kill the germs.
Yeah.
I have like
Like
settings on my
disinfect.
washer machine that's like towels,
Oh.
and then you put that on, and
You got a
then-
bougie one.
But sometimes I switch it.
Yeah. I just saw this video also about like how hot water in your laundry is like one of the biggest drivers of your electricity bill and also not good for your clothes and not good for the detergent either. That like detergent is made to be used with cold
Oh
water.
yeah, I remember we talked about this.
Anyway, sorry to
No,
stay
you're
on laundry
fine.
for a second.
This one just says smoking weed. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad habit.
Oh yeah, that
Can
was
be
one of my
both.
bad habits. I think.
Really?
Well,
I don't think smoking weed is considered a good
I don't
habit.
think it's a good habit. I smoke before bed, which is maybe a bad habit because I'm like relying on something to make me really tired.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, this person said, my bad habit is gossiping. I love knowing the latest about everyone and everything.
It's human nature.
I love to gossip.
Yeah, gossiping's so fun.
Me too.
It's a good habit.
I think it
know.
can be a bad habit if it's like
And happy
toxic.
people don't murder their husbands. So
But I try to
Happy
catch
people don't
myself
what?
right before I'm
Murder
about.
their husbands? Is that
it's
what you
from
just said?
Legally Blonde.
Oh.
But lately, I've been trying to catch myself right before I'm about to gossip, where I'm like, "What am I doing? Like, is this important? Am I really adding
but I
value?"
love your gossip. And because you're so good, like the way you like say things.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're good at like
yeah, you are
telling
good
the
at
story.
gossip. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
I think
That's
it's
like,
fine to
y'all want to
gossip
hear this tea?
unless it's like toxic. Like if
Yeah.
it was like, oh
If
my
you're-
gosh, my friend is like so ugly yesterday. Like I don't know, we don't say
Yeah,
things
like
like
you're
that.
just
but
you're
being mean.
creating
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like,
But if like something like we ever like we gossip about like, oh my God, did you hear like this happened?
yeah,
Not
Like-
like, oh, did you see those fucking ugly shoes he
yeah,
was
it's
wearing?
a different kind of gossip.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, we don't. Do
I would
that.
love to hear you guys do that kind of gossip.
No, I wouldn't even know how.
I wouldn't either. I'd
I'd
be like,
cute pants. JK. Like, I don't know.
yeah.
I'm like, what?
Like, yeah, it's very much just like, oh, you hear tea and then you all chat about it type
Yeah.
of situation. I live for that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's because like it's
But
unknown.
but damn, I won't do it. But if like I'll gossip if someone says that they have taste and then they buy something that's really out of taste, then you're like, you
Like,
don't have
you don't
taste.
got it.
Yeah.
Like if someone who's like, I'm so good at interiors and they put up a live laugh love sign, I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah,
that
like-
was like, I can't believe they did that. And they think that they are.
I've done that with like baby names. I'm like, these people name their baby this.
Yeah.
Can you believe?
Yeah.
But it's not like,
I know. No, that's the only time I've ever catch myself doing it.
Nail biting. Do any of you have a nail biting problem?
No.
I did. Oh, I realized I didn't clip my nails today, and I started biting them on my way driving over to your house. But I didn't. I can't do a full set of nails. People who bite their nails, it's like
it's a bad habit some people have.
right.
Like, really
but I'm
biting
like,
their nails.
ew. Like, have
I
you ever
know.
smelt your nails? They're
Yeah.
disgusting.
Also, it's like my teeth, like zing. I don't know.
Gross. People
Not a
just
fan.
sit there like.
I know.
This person said bad habit. I pick my nose in the shower, not to eat it, but because a tissue doesn't complete the job.
Okay, I think that's like the best way you could pick your nose.
Yeah,
would be
totally
in the shower.
agree.
Pick
it,
In the
wash it
shower,
away.
you got
Yeah.
the soap right there. You're
like
not
a
in
good
front of
habit.
anybody.
It's like the person who shit in the shower.
Good habit.
Right down the drain.
Yeah.
That's a good habit. Doing things that are gross and
In the
like
shower.
a bad habit that I don't like that other people have is like doing grooming in front of other people. Like, don't clip your nails in front of me in like the living room. Like,
in the
Oh.
living room.
yeah. Like,
I
Like
used
where
to be
the
that
nails
kind of a
fly?
person.
like Matt would do that. Like, I'd be in his room and he's just like clipping his nails, like, bing.
I don't mind. Like, I don't know. I just think that has to be done.
But
and
like,
it's not
just
like,
do it. Like, I feel like that's like a bathroom thing. Like, do that.
Or like over the trash can.
I do it over the trash can
Yeah.
just on
But
my
no, just-
desk and then wipe it off.
well, that's fine.
no, I'm
if you did that
saying.
in front of me, I'd be like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a personal thing for me. I think that should be done behind closed doors.
Okay.
Locked.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want.
I mean, if you were letting them fling around, I'd be like, did you see that Matt was cutting his
It
nails?
was so fucked up. And his nails are ugly.
Yeah. Bad habit is always looking so serious. People think I'm mad as hell, but I'm actually happy.
RBF.
Yeah.
I don't think that's like a habit.
Yeah.
Just kind of who you
Just
people are.
smile more.
Oh my God. This person said
Oh,
picking
I-
the skin off my lips.
Ooh.
What?
I
I've
know
done that a
people who
couple
do
times.
that. I've never done that, but
It's not a habit, but I've done it, and then it's like, what the fuck did I do that? And then it's like kind of bleeding.
Like when they're dry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Like picking at it like that.
Like acne.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone pop their pimples?
Oh,
No.
yes.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
yeah. If I feel one, like
Oh, good habit. I always wait till the pizza is cooled down enough so I don't burn the roof of my mouth.
Oh, that is a good habit.
I know so many people who fucking burn the roof of their mouth every time they eat
Can't
pizza. And I'm like,
wait.
just wait.
No.
Can't
I haven't
wait.
burnt my mouth in a long time.
Oh,
Oh my God. I
God.
had something. I was eating a French fry and it burnt the shit out of my mouth.
It's
You
the
know what-
worst.
and
And
then it
you're
like
like,
peels in your mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
and you're just
done.
fucked for like a day and a half. It's like
And everything you
everything's
eat
gonna
just
bother it.
sucks.
Yeah.
You, I don't know. Maybe we'll get pizza and I'll just like, we'll practice waiting till it.
It's crazy because I'm like a pretty patient person. But I think when it comes to food, I'm like, give me food.
Yeah.
I just have been around people that every single time there's hot food, they're like, oh, I burned the roof of my mouth. I'm like, just fucking wait 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Good habit.
Oh my God. Good habit. Gym 5 times a week at 5:15 a.m.
Ugh.
to get my day started.
Okay, Mark
God
Wahlberg.
damn.
He does it at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg's like 2 a.m. I'm
Yeah.
like, what? Oh, that's 2. Yeah. That's cool. I wish I had a lifestyle that could do that.
I would be
I
miserable.
know.
do.
That is a good habit.
What are you doing at 2 a.m. that you can't be doing going to the gym at 2 a.m.?
Well, I feel like
No, I mean just like, well, like my whole life could reflect that. Like if I had my own house, my own lifestyle, my own family, and like no one else. It's like I have roommates and stuff. We hang out, we talk and everything. Like I would have to eliminate seeing so many people to commit to like a 5:15 a.m. lifestyle.
Interesting.
So wouldn't you get that out of the way?
Huh?
Like you'd get it over with and then you could go see everyone?
No, I know that, but like then you have to go to bed at a certain time and stuff.
Setting
Like you have to
okay,
like,
okay.
yeah, you would just readjust, and I feel like that
Yeah.
would withdraw me from more of the good things in life by enjoying it than committing
11.
to 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, this person said, I drink lots of water and make my bed every day, but I spent 31 hours on TikTok last week.
Me.
Mhm.
Minus making my bed.
That is very funny.
31 hours in a week?
That's a lot.
That's almost
How
a
many
full-time
is it a
job.
day?
Full-time job.
A full-time job is 40 hours, 9 to 5, 5 days a week.
Yeesh.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't put water and making your bed in the same sentence as 30 hours of TikTok in a
Well,
week.
no, she said those are the good things she does, but
Yeah.
I have to like delete TikTok off my phone like once a week.
Why?
Just because when that woman comes up and she's like, you've been scrolling for too long.
you get
I'm like, you're right. And I have to delete it.
But I get that like once a month.
I don't know. Maybe my settings are different. I think it happens if you don't leave the app for like 30 minutes straight, or like maybe it's an hour
something
straight.
I think it's 2 hours.
There's no way it's 2 hours because I check my time. How long I'm doing it
Dude,
for.
I was on TikTok for a full 4-hour flight. I love it on flights. A flight
Yeah.
will go
You can
by.
load TikToks on a flight.
Yeah, if you pay for the right Wi-Fi.
Also,
yeah.
JetBlue has like free internet, and it's really good.
No, but I thought internet on flights they don't let you load video.
You can
Now
watch
you
TikToks.
can.
I watched it the whole flight back to Boston.
Yeah.
Because I was like trying to watch a movie and I was like, I do not have the attention span.
Yeah,
And I
no.
just sat and watched
TikTok
TikTok.
on a flight.
Dude,
Wow.
and the Uber to the airport. the
can't do
Uber back.
that.
No, the
I get
whole
sick.
travel day, Patricia and I will just like agree. We'll just sit there and binge TikTok because we know that this process is just going to take forever.
Yeah.
And we want the time to go by as fast as possible. And TikTok will just go zoop all
Oh
the
my
way
God.
there.
Yeah.
My
it's
brain
nice.
would feel like a pile of mush.
It does kind of feel like mush, but like I love it because then I'm like,
Yeah.
I already have 5 recipes that I want to do, 2 new life mantras, some
New
jeans
duvet
I'm gonna
hack.
buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything is just all organized.
Someone said I have a bad habit of interrupting people in the middle of their
Hold on,
story
can I stop you there?
to
sorry,
ask
sorry.
a question. I feel like I do that all the time because I have to like clarify
Yeah.
what I'm like, okay, but like I need the details that they're maybe leaving out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I need you to specify that so that I can
I
understand
don't
the
remember
story
you
better.
like interrupting for that. But I know you do ask a lot of questions, but I don't.
Yeah.
I can't remember you like
I
interrupting.
think I like wait for a breath, but then I'm like, okay, but like,
Conversationally, I think it's fine to ask for questions and be like, "Oh,
Totally.
sorry,"
Yeah.
but if you're interrupting is not a good habit. There's a pause that this person can wait
Yeah.
to ask their question. If you're talking over someone, that's probably a bad habit.
Yeah.
There's
I think
nothing
I'd be
more-
like, sorry. Like I'd say, oh, sorry. Can you,
right.
What do you mean by that?
Not just like in the middle. What color shirt was she wearing?
Yeah, no.
There is nothing worse than
I'm
love.
hungry.
Yeah, it's just because like I need clarification.
I'm fucking describing what I'm about. I'm experiencing what I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
There's nothing worse than like when
Well,
you're
so
like,
what I was saying
you're
the other
talking and you're trying to get your point, and they're like, well,
Yeah.
but when it happens like the 4th or 5th time, you feel like
You're like, okay. I'm
No one
done.
even cares anymore.
yeah. It's
It is hard on with 4 people on a
Totally.
podcast. Sometimes it's hard to like put in your 2 cents.
I think we do a pretty good job on this one.
Yeah.
We've definitely improved since the first episode.
This is a really good one. Unpacking my suitcase as soon as I get home.
That's really, really skillful. I
I'm very
applaud that.
50-50. Sometimes I will, and sometimes I'll wait till like a day or something.
depends on when I get home.
Me too.
Like if I got home really early in the morning, take a nap and then do it after your nap. Well, or if I get home super late, I'm doing it in the morning.
Yeah, mine depends on like the length of the travel day or the time that I get back. If I get back in the morning, I'll most likely be like, okay, getting it done. I'll do our laundry, put the luggage in the garage, and then I feel better. But if I'm back at like 8 p.m., like absolutely fucking not.
I like to put the clothes in the laundry as
Yeah.
soon as I can, but like I travel with like coffee stuff and like
You need to, okay, I think we DM'd about this actually, or talked about it. I was like, Mike just needs to get one of those at your parent's house.
Oh,
a
yeah.
coffee setup because I
Yeah.
travel with the
Yeah.
You
you should.
travel with it?
Yeah, I have like a travel coffee setup with like a scale, the beans.
You should just get a little setup for their house.
That's a pretty good
Yeah,
idea.
Yeah, that's like what we do. So like when we have to do the podcast,
You guys were
remote,
DMing about me bringing my coffee
I
setup.
think we might have been together, and I was like, why doesn't he just have one at their house?
Oh, that
Yeah,
makes me
yeah.
happy. That's
Yeah.
cute. Okay, that's a
We
good
were
idea.
thinking
That's a
about
good
you.
idea.
Like when we podcast apart, so like I have a microphone everywhere that I know that I'm gonna like. I have one at TJ's
Oh.
parents' house on the East Coast because we film there a lot, and then I have one on the West Coast at the ski place,
That's
so that
so
I don't have to
smart.
pack a microphone every time because they're like $30.
Yeah, and they're big and bulky. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
really smart.
Do yourself a favor.
Yeah, have
And
a
then you don't
little
have to,
East
like,
Chris, do
Coast-
a
Coast.
present
little
for yourself.
Coffee checklist every
Yeah.
time you leave. It'll just be there.
Ah, that's so smart.
Oh my god, I can't believe we're genius.
Wow.
Women,
Women in STEM
so
over here.
smart.
That is good.
Should
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Yeah, one more.
God, I'm sorry.
Bad habit, coming to work sick.
Yeah. Bad habit, crying in the shower. Not to laugh, but
Sometimes I laugh in the shower.
why?
I'm just thinking of something funny, and I'm like,
oh my god.
I laugh a lot in the shower.
Love that, Matt.
Stalking everyone. I'll just like name a few. Interrupt if you want to talk about it. Stalking everyone I know on social media.
Pretty normal.
Yeah.
Oh, this person said that doesn't matter. Everything is just like the same now. Ear sticks. What are ear sticks?
What's
Q-tips?
the context?
It says I'm obsessed with ear sticks.
Like Q-tips?
Mm.
Ears.
Oh, or like
The
the burning
candle
things?
thing.
Oh, that's a good or bad habit.
It says bad.
Hmm.
I guess Q-tipping too much.
I don't use Q-tips.
I heard they're like also not that good for you.
You're not supposed to.
Oh, good habit. This is a good one. I always close the shower curtain when I get out of the shower.
Oh, you must.
Yeah.
You must. If you have a shower curtain and you leave it closed,
It gets all musty.
or you leave it,
mildewy.
yeah, like
if
at the
you don't
bottom.
close it all the way.
Yeah,
TJ
like
would always leave it open.
like scrunched up. Yeah.
yeah.
Also, question about if you're in a bathtub shower, shouldn't the shower curtain be in
Yes.
the bathtub?
Well, I think
Theoretically,
you have,
yes.
Don't you have the
Liner.
Sometimes
and
there's
then
two.
the regular one?
Not everyone has
So
two.
it splits over the side of the bathtub.
Like normally there's like a cloth one on the outside
Shit, I
and then
have
a
no
liner on
clue
the
what
inside.
I have. I don't think I have a cloth one.
I just have a glass door now, so I'm.
Me too.
I love it.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk about. So before we had the cloth one and TJ would never close it and I would always go in and be like, ugh.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, close the shower curtain. But now we have the glass one and he is like, you have to squeegee it. You have to squeegee
Oh
it.
no, you don't.
And I'm like, huh? And
Yeah.
I never, he's definitely not listening to this, but I never squeegee it. Sometimes
But
he's
it's
like,
a
did you
fun thing to do. Can you do it while you're taking a shower?
No, because you have
because-
to wait for the steam to get
Oh,
it.
hell
Yeah.
no.
Because
Yeah.
he like grew up with them and like I didn't. So I'm like, I'm not fucking squeegeeing the shower.
Yeah, no, that's. Are we good? Yeah, no, squeegeeing a shower is.
But he was like, it makes a difference. And I'm like, okay.
I
And so
have
sometimes
done
he's
that.
like, did you
I've
do it?
never
I'm
done
like, sure did. sure did. And so like sometimes I'll like see him walk in the bedroom like, oh, and then I just like do it because I'm like, he's probably listening.
Right.
You just play it on YouTube. Squeegeeing. Squeegeeing. Shower.
Okay, that's a good last one to
yeah.
wrap up
Yeah.
on. All right, guys. Thanks. We'll see you next week.
Toodles.
Bye.
Bye.